think cemeteries they're pretty cool when you really think about them. They're really museums of our community, right? Because they represent all the people who made our community what it is today. We're gonna walk around the cemetery. I'm gonna tell you about some of the interesting burials that are here, some of the history of this place. There's a pirate grave, there's a gangster grave, there's graves of all kinds of different people from Tampa history. So this is really the first kind of public burying ground for the people who founded Tampa and made it what it is today. And Oaklawn Cemetery was a little bit unique when it was chartered and established. In the city records, it says that Oaklawn Cemetery was a cemetery that was meant for rich and poor, free and slaves. So it was meant for everybody. A lot of cemeteries at that time, they were completely segregated, so it would only be for white people or for African Americans. But Oaklawn was a place where everybody could be buried. And so we see that history reflected in the people that are actually buried in the cemetery. Most of the really, really early headstones that were here in the cemetery were made of, what do you think?
Rock, wood.
Good guesses. What's something that's even easier? What would somebody say? Wood, exactly. So does wood stick around a long time when you leave it out in the open? No, it's going to rot away,
There
right?
goes that
And
headstone.
so a lot of the early headstones and grave markers were made of wood, and so we don't see them anymore. Even on the headstones, they have a story to tell with the design that's on them. So what do we have on this one here? Two angels, right? Okay, and what are they doing? They're baby angels. They're holding like each other's hand. This headstone marks the grave of a set of twins who they passed away when they were very young, like as babies. There's really only like one real Civil War battle that happened in the city of Tampa, but there is a Union ship that came off the shore of downtown Tampa and started bombing the city with cannon shot that was like landing in the city. And one of the shells, thank you, it actually landed here in Oaklawn Cemetery. So think how far we are from the water, way down there, and it went and landed here in Oaklawn Cemetery. People had no idea how you actually got yellow fever. They thought it was just from like bad smells in the air or like whatever would make you sick and die. So people like John Wall and some of these other scientists and doctors who were working at the time, they were able to do research and actually figure out that it was the mosquitoes that were spreading the yellow fever. And I think one of the most interesting stories here in Oaklawn Cemetery, and this is the William and Nancy Ashley grave. William Ashley was a really prominent lawyer and civic leader, kind of politician in the city of Tampa. And Nancy Ashley was a slave in his house. So they couldn't get married under the law at the time, but they're actually buried together. Ybor, in a lot of ways, is really the reason that the city of Tampa is what it is today. He brought the big cigar industry here to Tampa. He brought lots of different people to work in his cigar factories. He didn't just build, set the foundations to build Ybor City, but he also, set the foundations to make Tampa what it is today. So one thing that's really important for historic cemeteries is that we make a copy of the headstones that are out here, that we record the information that's on these headstones so that we have it for years and years to come. Okay, and that's really important for a lot of different reasons. So the activity that we're going to end with today is you guys are going to help us to record some of the headstones that are out here in the cemetery in your groups, okay?